What's good, Detroit Sports Nation? I am Eric Vincent, your host here at the DSN News Desk, back again to chop it up with you, the best fan base in the world. I appreciate your time and support, because we got to take a deep dive into these quotes by my man Jalen Rose from ESPN. An awesome quote about the Detroit Pistons' future Piston backcourt of Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey becoming the next great all-star backcourt in Piston history. Quite a mouthful, he said, but listen, we got to talk about it because I'm 10 toes down. So let's discuss it a little bit. Jalen had his 12th annual Leadership Academy Celebrity Golf Classic today at the Detroit Golf Club, where he took a second to talk to the media and give his thoughts about the direction of the Pistons franchise, how they were built under the vision of Troy Weaver and what he's done so far, and the direction that he sees out of the backcourt with Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey, where he's called them and dubbed them as the next great all-star backcourt duo for the Detroit Pistons. Again, anybody who knows me knows I can't stop gushing about Cade Cunningham. So I'm all in on this quote alone. Listen, I see Cade as becoming a top 3 point guard in this league and a top 5 player in this league sooner than later. Because you don't see point guards come in as polished as he did. Like, he came in with footwork, vision, the ability to pass, play make, be a leader, and weather the storms of his early game and season struggles that everyone cannot stop talking about, but whatever. We don't see players come in as polished as Cade Cunningham. And now adding somebody like Jaden Ivey, who complements him beautifully with his explosive game, is going to make this team so exciting, and it's going to put them in prime position to make a run for an all-star bid, for real. It's been done with the Pistons a numerous amount of times. If you look back, and even if you look at the quotes from Jalen Rose, he talked about Jimmy Walker and Dave being one of the first backcourt all-star duos for the Pistons. Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars did it after, and then I think 3 times it was done by Chauncey Billups and Rip Hamilton in the 2000s. So we've seen the Pistons franchises be built on the success of their backcourts. And now when you have somebody as polished as Cade Cunningham and somebody who fills in everything that he needs next to him with a guy like Jaden Ivey, it's really hard to kind of go against what Jalen Rose said. Again, Cade finished the season last year averaging, 17 points a game scoring, leading his entire class in scoring. 5.5 assists, 5.5 rebounds to go along with it. Cade was a do-it-all guy, and a lot of attention wasn't drawn his way because the Pistons really weren't winning, and there weren't a lot of national TV highlighted moments or games for them to really pay attention to what he was doing. Now with Jaden Ivey in the fold, because it's not, Corey Joseph as his starting backcourt mate, he has somebody that's exciting that can actually, get trending on social media or shut down ESPN with an amazing highlight dunk. Now you're going to bring a lot more eyes and attention to this backcourt with what he can bring. Jaden Ivey is a guy that can play off ball, he can cut, he can catch alley-oops, he can run fast breaks and create easy bucket opportunities for this team, which is something that they haven't had in a long time, especially back to last season. If you take a look at a lot of the shots and the field goals that were created by Cade Cunningham, they were so difficult. 9 times out of 10 when you saw jump shots from him, you saw a defender with the hand in the face because there was no spacing and there was nobody that was lagging off in order for him to create easy opportunities to get those buckets and those highlight reel moments. Now with somebody like Jaden Ivey, that should flip completely. I see the sky being the absolute ceiling for these two together. I think they complement each other beautifully, and when you look at the Eastern Conference landscape, it's not a lot of shoe-in guaranteed all-star players. There's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's the best basketball player in the entire world. And then outside of that, it's some good talent. Like, there's some guys like Trae Young, Darius Garland, Kyrie Irving, LaMelo Ball, DeJounte Murray. It's a lot of guards that are good, but I don't think they're shoo-ins. I don't think that they've established themselves to the point of a Steph Curry or a LeBron or a Giannis where the fans are going to give them, 100,000 plus however many votes or millions of votes to put them in and make sure that they're in the All-Star game. It's not going to happen with guys like that. They're good players. There's a lot of talent in the backcourts for the East, but the Pistons really do have an opportunity to explode and put themselves on the map as that next great duo. It's going to take some time because we see there's a lot of people still sleeping and second-guessing Detroit in terms of what they're going to be in the projection-wise, but I think they're set up in a position where they could take a lot of people by surprise. The schedule's not as difficult as it started off last season. They're another year deep with a lot of their other younger players stepping in healthy and ready to go for their second or third season. Guys like Saddiq Bey, guys like Isaiah Stewart, guys like Isaiah Livers. Those guys are going to help make the jobs of Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey that much easier. Then, of course, adding a lob threat and a monster in Jalen Duren, someone who I've been championing for to get as much playing time or even possibly start sooner than later, because I think they're that dangerous. And I think they're going to turn heads and bring a lot more attention that way when it's really warranted already. And you already see it with guys like Jalen Rose, an ESPN correspondent who's been preaching and trying to sing the praises of the Detroit Pistons. You know, that national attention we love to see. You know, Detroit versus everybody is always going to be the mantra because we feel like we don't get the respect we deserve. But when you see people like Jalen Rose, you know, giving the love to this team and showing the appreciation and the attention that guys like Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey truly deserve, it's a beautiful thing to see. We're not going to turn it away, especially from our own. So shout out to Jalen Rose for putting them on, for, you know, putting the team on notice and putting the media on notice, and those that outside looking as well. Any fans and any media members who are still second guessing Cade Cunningham and this franchise direction, you're going to be proven wrong and you're going to be put on notice sooner than later. We can guarantee you that. But talk to me about your assignment. Let me know. Hit me up down below. Talk to me about what your excitement is for the Detroit Pistons backcourt. Do you think they have all-star potential in them? Again, I see it. I truly do. I think they're going to be exciting. I think they're going to be one of the more dangerous two-way duos in the Eastern Conference, considering what the landscape is right now for them. I think they have all-star potential written all over them, and I would love to hear your feedback as well. Hit us up on the channel. Make sure you like the video, subscribe so you can stay tuned in, and help us get to our road to 5,000 subscribers. We're closing in on it, and we're getting so close to make that happen. Be sure to make sure you make a look at our articles on DetroitSportsNation.com as well, and tap into our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everything. Make sure you're searching us up right now at Detroit Sports Nation. I cannot wait to sit up here and talk to you again. We'll have more news coming up for you soon this week, and I'll be right back to chop it up with you here. I am Eric Vincent. Make sure you follow me on my social medias at that. I am Eric Vincent, and I'll be back to see you again soon on the DSN News Desk. Peace.